Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Eliza of elizaduudles if you don't know me, and I'm an independent illustrator in the New Jersey, New York area. Today I wanted to do a draw with me video. I've seen some other artists do this and I find it really comforting and soothing, and sometimes I just want to sit down and draw with a friend, so I decided to do that today. I hope you're all doing well. And speaking of wellness, I thought I'd use this video as an excuse to do another arts and chat session with Eliza. And today's topic is going to be seasonal depression. Sorry, this topic is depressing. It's in the title, but if you don't feel like listening to this, feel free to sit out of this video. That's fine. It's not for everyone, but if you want to stick around, I feel that I have some really mindful and insightful things to say about the topic. I'm just going to talk a little bit about my own personal experience, not to bore you all, but this year, as soon as the time change where everything gets darker in the day and it starts to get colder, this year, I really felt the seasonal depression kick in, and I don't know why I felt it more than other years, but this year was harder. It was harder to have myself do things like get out of bed and drink water and just do basic things. So if you also went through that, I'm sorry. If you're still going through that, I'm really sorry. And here are some things that I did to make it a little bit easier for myself. The first thing that helped me feel better when I wasn't feeling good was listening to happy music, which was kind of hard because most of the music that I like to listen to is kind of sad. But say for example, I wasn't feeling good, so I decided to put on some Tears for Fears Head Over Heels, and I can't be sad listening to that song. So if you play a song that just makes you want to get up and dance, I guarantee that'll make you feel a little bit better. The next thing I did that helped me feel better was fuel my body and nourish my body with things that are actually good for it. A lot of my favorite foods to eat are bagels and pasta, and those aren't necessarily the best for you. There's nothing wrong with eating bagels and pasta. I eat them all the time. But it's also important to eat things that are good for your body because it will make your body feel good. So I started to include some more fruits and vegetables, and I noticed it did have an effect on my mood, and even just eating like one apple a day and having maybe some broccoli affected my mood for the better. The next thing I did that made me feel better was I forced myself to do a couple like at-home yoga classes. I did those yoga with Adriene classes. They're really great. She's amazing at what she does. They were really calming. And it wasn't too advanced, like it wasn't anything that I physically couldn't do, and more than the physical movement, I did it for the meditation. It was nice to be forced to be present and work on breath work and stretch my body, and after it I just felt really good. And I'm not saying you have to do yoga. You could go out for like a 10-minute stroll, or maybe do some other physical activity you like, or go on a hike with a friend. Anything that gets your body moving a little bit will make you feel better. Another thing I did when I wasn't feeling too good was, if it was nice outside, I would try to go outside for a little bit to get some sun. I personally love going on long walks. That's one of my favorite things to do if I'm able to. If I have time, I try to get outside every day because it really does affect my mood and it makes me feel a lot better versus when I don't leave the house. So even if it's just 10 minutes of sitting on a park bench, sitting in the sun, it's better than not sitting outside and getting 10 minutes of sun. Another thing that I like to do when I'm not feeling good is reach out to a friend, which can be one of the hardest things personally for me to do because I don't know about any of you, but when I feel sad, I tend to accidentally isolate myself from everyone in my life and I just don't talk to anyone. And after a long period of not talking to anyone, my brain will tell me that all my friends hate me, when in reality, if you feel the same way, like, I guarantee your friends don't hate you. If anything, they probably miss you a lot and they love you. That's why they're your friends. So reaching out to a friend when you don't feel too good to talk and just joke around, someone who's easy to talk to and hang out with, always makes me feel better. Also, sorry if you could hear the train at the end of the last clip. There's a train track right next to where I live and it's really loud, so I'm sorry. But anyway, the last thing I'll talk about today that makes me feel better when I'm not feeling good is to treat myself. And, you know, that could come in a lot of different forms. Typically, I will buy myself something that I've wanted for a long time. And it's not anything expensive, it's just, you know, if there's a skein of yarn at Michael's, I will buy the skein of yarn. Or if I've been craving bubble tea for a while, I'll go to Kung Fu Tea and buy some tea. And after treating myself, I always feel better, specifically with the bubble tea. Bubble tea really helps. But yeah, treating yourself to something you love when you're not feeling good always makes me feel better. Oops, I lied. I have one more thing on the list I forgot to talk about. So the last thing that makes me feel good when I'm not feeling too good is putting all of my energy towards a hobby that makes me feel good. And it's typically a creative hobby. So something I love to do is play piano and compose music. And whenever I'm not feeling good and I just sit down and can put all my energy and redirect all my energy towards just playing and creating, it makes me feel so much better. And I do the same thing with sketchbooking too. If I'm not feeling good, or I'll just sit down and start drawing, and putting my energy somewhere else when I'm not feeling good is really essential, and it can really turn my day around without even realizing it. So if you're ever not feeling good, maybe try doing one of your hobbies that you enjoy. It might help. That concludes my list of things that make me feel good when I'm not feeling too good. And I hope it helps some of you, and I hope it can help. And like I said earlier, if you're not feeling too hot, I'm sorry. I've been there. I'll probably be there again. And I'm here for you. I feel you. And it's normal. There's nothing wrong with you. It happens. It's a part of life, and it will pass, and everything will be okay. If there's anything that I didn't talk about that makes you feel good when you're not feeling too hot, please comment it below, because I'm always looking for new ways to brighten my day, and maybe we could start a little community chat down there of ways to uplift ourselves. I think that would be really wholesome. And if not, that's fine too. Thank you for listening. I'm going to continue this video in a little bit of a different direction now. If you are still here, thank you for watching this far, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. So this next part of the video is going to be a little bit different because I am ending the voiceover, and it will just be a draw with me. So if you came to this video to sit with someone to draw with, that's what this is going to be. In these next couple clips, I came up with a zine idea. I want to make another zine or two in 2023. And so this is still in 2022 when I'm making this, and this is my rough draft. It is lessons that we learn from nature. I spend a lot of time outside, and this idea just came to me and I felt really inspired, so I wrote this, and you should expect it to come out in probably spring. I'm really proud of it. Anyway, I'm rambling now. I'm gonna end the voiceover, but if you feel like hanging out, you can stay, and if not, no hard feelings. Thank you for watching this far. Hi everyone! We're getting towards the end of the video now, so I just wanted to come back on here to say thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all your support and just everything you do. Thank you. I know that this was less of a draw with me and more of a write with me on the latter half. I typically use my sketchbook for all creative outlets. I don't use it as like a personal diary, but I will write zines and stuff if I get ideas. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good time in the new year because I will be releasing this in 2023. And I hope wherever you are, you're having a good day. And just remember to be kind with yourself and to be gentle with yourself and to take it easy. And until next time, bye friends.